The SGA Executive President assumes many different roles. What do you believe is the most important capacity in which the Executive President serves, and how will you enhance this role? Starting with Alicia.
I think the most important part and role that an executive president can have is the voice. You can't be afraid to voice the opinion of your constituents, even if it's not the highly favored position. That is your job. You were elected by these people to serve them, so it is what they want. And you need to be able to put on your own ideas and your own perception, really take on that of your constituents. So I think it's definitely being that role model for them, but also in being able to be entrusted with that voice. And I think that's the biggest part of your role. Thank you.
Thank you, Alicia.
I still remember when I was a freshman, and we had the executive president gives the big speech to all the freshmen, and that's one of the first things that you remember as a freshman. You're one of the first faces they see, and you're the face of student government. And I think that's extremely important. And as executive president, I would like to expand that role by making myself available to more students. I think that we can improve through improving transparency and just the workings of SGA. I think that we can improve like this role of the executive president. And I also think that what's important is the executive president is a representative of the entire student government for the faculty, and you also go on trips to other universities and you're representing you. So I think it needs to be someone who is a very good representative of the school and the students and can represent the school well.
Thank you, Ben. Ryan?
So, okay. I believe, can you repeat the question? I completely went to my answer and forgot about the question.
Of course. The SGA Executive President assumes many different roles. What do you believe is the most important capacity in which the Executive President serves, and how will you enhance this role?
Okay, perfect. I believe the most important, even though it may seem small at first, is the joint committees between faculty and staff. So that directly falls upon the president to pick the students at Elon who are going to then get in a committee with the faculty members and decide upon things. So a great example of this is the Mill Point Station. There was a faculty and student committee designated for them to get together and really hash out the issues that are going to arise, just foresee what's going to happen and decide how that's going to work. So whether we like it or not, and we talk about transparency and the students holding the power, there is a hierarchy. The faculty at Elon do have control over what we do. So I feel like incorporating our voice into that through these committees is just crucial to getting, as we've all gone, transparency, moving down the line. And I just feel like that's the most crucial thing that the president can do.
Thank you, Brian. Barry?
Well, Grant, I believe that the most important role for the SGA executive president is one of an advocate. The person who assumes this office is a person that is going to be required to to develop strategic relationships with not only the senior staff but other policymakers on campus, and really act as the principal liaison between 5,000 people and the people that are really making decisions at the highest level that will affect not only our time here at Elon but the university as a whole, and it looks towards its long-range plan. And I think that is really, that voice is the most important role, because that person is oftentimes the only student that is privy to some of these discussions. And so that you have to be able to synthesize what 5,000 people are saying and give the widest variety of viewpoints, but also say, this is what my recommendation, I think that this is what's best based upon the people that have put me in this office, would think that the university should go in whichever direction that is. So I think that as an advocate, that's really the main role of the SGA executive